Welcome back to Worsley Bees. You can see the bees are pretty busy today. It is August 30th. We're almost into September, and I honestly haven't been doing a lot with the bees lately. I haven't really been interfering, inspecting or anything, but this weekend I really do have to get into them. I've got a new top cover for this hive and a new inner and top cover, which I'm going to put on today, and maybe take some more honey. I don't know, but we're going to see what's going on inside the hives today, see what they need. And welcome back to Worsley Bees. Today I'm into some of my hives. It's been a few weeks. It's been so busy, a lot of work and traveling back to the UK, and a lot of things that have been going on. There's a wax moth on the bottom board. As long as that's the only place that they are, as long as they're not into the hive. Okay, so I'm going to take the top cover off. I got some smoke here. We'll just smoke the front entrance a little bit, and at the back here. And I want to go through the whole box. I don't have a queen excluder on here. I do have new queen excluders, so I could put one here if I think I need one. I'm not sure. It's August 30th, so it's coming closer to the end of the bee season. Summer's coming to an end. It's cooling down at night. Lots of bees at the top. No small hive beetles. Now those are the biggest predator or problem that I find that we have here in southern Ontario. I know the varroa mites are an issue. I've never really see them. Even after treating, I see very few, but I realize that they're not the easiest things to see, so I do intend to treat this weekend as well. See, now I screwed up last time I was in here. I left some frames out, but I do have plenty of frames that I can return to them today. So I don't see any. Oh, there's one small hive beetle. Where did it go? There it is. Lots of bees. It's hiding under the bees. There it is. Okay, that's a goner. One small hive beetle, so that's not terrible. But I did screw up because I've left out 1, 2, 3 or 4 frames. But let's see where we stand anyway. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is, I've got some wet frames from honey that I've just processed. So I'm going to actually return those to these guys. They can clean them up, and if they have resources to put in them, they can do that. But oops, we've got a bee stuck on the Swiffer pad there. The old jail for the beetles. The Swiffer pads do work. You definitely always catch a few bees as well, which isn't great, but that's just is what it is. Now what do we got here? Now this is the wax foundation that I gave them. First time I was ever using wax foundation. They haven't even touched these two. Oh, they've drawn them out a little bit, but not much. I don't see any beetles, so that's great. because I was kind of expecting the worst, because I always seem to have issues with beetles in my yard. So they're putting honey in here. There's one beetle there. Killed that guy. Got to be careful with the wax foundation because it's not strong like the plastic foundation. Same thing here, they're building out and putting nectar in there. There's no brooding up here. This is 3 boxes, so they have brood boxes down below. So hopefully the queen stays down below here. I cannot see eggs. Wouldn't be able to see them if they were there, I don't think. I don't have the best lighting right now. The sun is moved over toward the front of the apiary here, or my bee yard area. I say apiary, there's 6 hives. Okay, so not too much activity going on up here. I don't see any issues either though, which is great. So I'm going to put this last frame in there. That's 9 frames, which is fine for a super. For the honey box, separate them a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take this box off. I'm not sure how many hives I'm going to inspect today. It may only be 1, it may be 2, but I want to do a better inspection than I've been doing lately, because when you get to a point where you've got a lot going on, see, that's not too heavy, so there's not much going on in there. There isn't too much honey in there. I'm going to put the cover on there just to avoid any unnecessary action, rubbers or anything like that. Looking down here, looks pretty good. Alright, so a little bit of smoke up here. I don't see any beetles here, so that's great. And the outside frame. This is a this is a wax foundation that they've drawn out, and they're filling it with nectar. No brood in there. And then this next frame looks like honey. It's an older frame. It's honey and nectar. So I'm not going to take it. It's not fully capped, so I'm not going to take that. Okay, let's have a look here. This frame doesn't feel too heavy. I've got some, yeah, that's another wax frame that they're filling with honey. A couple of beetles there. One went on the other side. I think that one fell out. Oh, there's another beetle there. Four beetles. 5 beetles. Oh, there's another one there. Is there another one there? I think that was 5. Got them all. Oh, there's another one there. 6 beetles. There's another one there. We got that one too. It's pretty satisfying to eliminate them. The main thing is that they're not causing a big slime out. That's the main thing. If you've got that going on, then you've got problems. And if you don't address them in the first place, then that can happen. Oh, look at all this brood. So this frame is a lot of brood. Honey at the top. Open larvae. This side is a nice frame of brood. Little queen cell down the bottom, but it's a very small one. I'm sure it's empty. It's not swarming season anymore. Look at all that brood. It's only one frame of brood though. The next frame looks like it doesn't have brood on it. And that was all worker brood. So this is all new comb. It's probably a frame that I scraped and added wax to that they've re-established with honeycomb. Really lost track of where I've been at the last couple of months. But they look pretty healthy. A little bit of brood, larvae, lots of larvae on this frame. Lots of larvae. So she's been here recently. This side's got a lot of bees on it. Larvae. Lots of larvae and brood. I'll have a quick look around, see if I can find the queen. Don't see her. There's a queen cup down the bottom, but I don't think that is going to amount to anything. I'm going to scrape off this burr comb. Don't need that. Alright, and the next frame. Let's take a look. We're going to go through this whole hive this time. This was my weakest hive last winter. One of the surviving hives, although I did split this several times. Oh boy. Look at that brood. It's a full frame of brood. Looks good. This side also looks pretty good. Lots and lots of brood, lots of bees. That's a busy frame right there. Oh yes. And then the next frame looks like another one. These next 3 frames look like newer frames. I believe all of my frames I've added extra wax to them, because when you don't, then they don't touch them. So that's all new comb that they've put on there. I don't see any eggs on this frame. All new comb here as well, no eggs on that frame either. She may be down below. This next frame looks like honey. This outside frame. 2 outside frames. Yeah, this year we've had a bumper crop. I feel like I've had a bumper crop this year. I had about 18 gallons of honey this year. So this is a wax frame, one of the newer wax frames, and they're filling that with honey. And they haven't fully capped it yet, so I'm just going to leave that one there. And then the last frame too is a wax frame, not a plastic foundation frame. And it looks like they're working on it, but they haven't started on that side yet. They've done some work on this side, but not a whole lot. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to shoot those back over. Get this frame back in it. And I'm going to put that on top of this hive, on this box down here, and then we'll get into the bottom box. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to cover up the hive to try and eliminate any potential robbing. And I'm going to remove these Swiffer pads that have caught several beetles. I'm going to get rid of those completely. And then I'll put some new ones on the top board. A little bit of burr comb that we can get rid of. Let's get some smoke on them. Quite a bit of burr comb. This is well propolized, this bottom box. Okay, so let's get some smoke on these girls. We're looking for, well, we've seen pretty much what we want to see. We've seen brood, we've seen honey. Haven't seen a whole lot of pollen. Now I've just ordered myself some pollen substitute, which I probably will be sprinkling on top. I I'm not a fan of the pollen patties. Not a fan of the pollen patties because the beetles really like them. There's a beetle there. Get rid of that guy. There's a couple of beetles here too. That's the nice thing about plastic foundation, is you can push against the plastic foundation to pinch the beetles. So there really isn't anything on this frame. A little bit of honey, not much. So, And this is the bottom box, so they've been working their way up and not outwards so much maybe. This frame, again, beetles. Two beetles. A little bit of honey, open comb. Another beetle. Another beetle. There's one that's hiding there. I can't see it. Where's it going? Keeps moving. Come this way. Come this way. It's on the other side again. There it is. Okay, we got that beetle. Oh, there's another one I missed. I don't actually see any small hive beetle larvae, so that's what scares me the most, is when you start seeing small hive beetle larvae, you know you have a problem. Take this frame out and have a look. It seems like it's stuck. Get a bit of smoke on these girls. Yeah. Okay. Calm down. Calm down, you guys. Which one was I working on? This one. Okay, so this one is honey. So they've moved their, looks like they've moved their brood nest up, and they're backfilling honey down below. And this is the problem when you don't concentrate. When I don't concentrate on what I'm doing, it's like, should I be moving stuff around? This is a very light frame. There's pollen, but no honey, no brood. There's honey on this side, no brood. There's a few beetles. One. There's a few down here, I can't get to them. Oh. 2. 3. The bees get in the way sometimes. Come on, it keeps going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Yeah, the bees do get in the way sometimes when you're trying to deal with their pests. I think we got the majority of them on that frame anyway. It's hard to get them all, especially when there's a ton of bees, because they're corralling them as well. Although they're not, I don't think they're doing a particularly great job of corralling them. I think they should have them under better control than what they do. What are we getting into now? A little bit of brood? Not a whole lot of brood, a lot of pollen. A little bit of brood there. I see there's a couple with pollen on their legs, so they're bringing a little bit of pollen in. So yeah, this is hive number 1. 5 more to do, but I'm not going to get to it all today, that's for sure. What I might do is inspect 2 hives and do an oxalic treatment for both of those 2 hives. They don't have a lot of brood. They do have some, but not a lot. So yeah, this time of year she's slowing down a bit with the brood pattern. But I did see young larvae in the previous box, so the middle box has got some young larvae. So she's still doing her job. But it's that time of year when things start cooling down, fall is coming. Don't see too many drones. So maybe the drones are getting kicked out or been kicked out. Mostly I'm seeing work there. There's a lot of brood there. And here. Wow, look at that. There's the bee that I was practicing on when I was putting paint on the queen. Funnily enough, she still has paint on her, but the queen doesn't. That's pretty funny. And that was quite a few weeks ago. So I don't know where our queen might be. They're very active. I'll give them that. A little more smoke, I think. So, pretty good news. I'm not really seeing anything concerning. I don't see any major issues with the small hive beetles. There is some brood, not a ton, but there is some. And larvae. They have a lot of open cells. There's some beetles here. Where did I just see that beetle? Somewhere here. I think it got away. Yeah, I lost that one. So a lot of open cells there. A little bit, well, quite a bit of brood there. Oh, there is a couple of drones. 2 more frames and we have looked at the whole hive. That's the problem with these gloves, is it's hard to, your dexterity isn't the best when you got these gloves on. Alright, so we have honey, open cells, we have a few beetles. Oh wow, quite a few beetles. Okay. Sometimes is I'll knock the bees off because there was too many beetles for me to access because the bees are all in the way. So I've knocked the bees off, killed the beetles on the floor. They'll all fly home. If the queen is in that group, I will know before too long because there'll be a clump of bees around her. We're just going to take out this last frame. Pretty light frame, not much going on here. Nothing on that side at all. A little bit of honey. There's a beetle. I think that one got away. Killed that one. One on the frame in the box. Okay, so I got one more frame to put back in. Scoot them back over. Scoot them over. Nothing on this frame at all, really. So they're pretty light. They got lots of comb, but not a lot of, I wouldn't say they got a ton of resources, really. Now I've got some open feeding going on over by the tree, which I just put in today. Haven't actually noticed any of them utilizing that just yet. A little bit more smoke, I think. Calm the girls down a bit. Get them down in the box and then I'll put the boxes back together again. Alright, so I killed a whole bunch of beetles. Let's put the bottom board back in. Killed a whole bunch of beetles, which is always satisfying. A couple of moths on the bottom board, but not in the hive. Oh yeah, that's heavy. And, oh yeah, put this one on top. I could actually probably eliminate one box, knock them down. Should I do that? I'll leave them for now, I think. There's a beetle on the top cover. The bees are all over it. I got it. Another one there. And another one there. Wow, they're all over the place. Okay. And we'll put the top on now. And that's them set for a bit. A little bit of burr comb to go into the bucket. And, oh, I always forget to put the Swiffer pads on. Always forget. Swiffer pads for those pesky beetles up at the top. If you put them down below, which I sometimes do, then they can slow the bees from coming up top, get in the way. I'm going to put 2 Swiffer pads in the top here. It's already stuck. Two Swiffer pads at the back, one either side, and the top cover on. And that's done. Well, that's all I've got time for with this battery. I'm going to have to get the other battery charged up. I got 4 batteries, I think. So this one, yeah, it was pretty well as I expected. Very few drones. There is some brood. There is some nectar and honey. Not a ton. It's slowing down. It's the end of the summer. So we'll see how things go. We'll do some more this weekend. We'll do some oxalic treatment on this right now. And then we may do some more. Take care. Bye now.